I think, first of all, Tony, I think I can do a much better job as a play caller in these moments where we need to get into a rhythm, get the offense into a rhythm. So there's some calls that I really want back. I know I can do a better job. As it pertains to Baker in the second half, I think he's doing what it takes to win. We're going to be in some games where you're playing 4-minute offense, so to speak, and you're playing conservatively and you're chewing up the clock. And then we know we're going to be in some games where we're going to have to open it up. I think you saw in that first half, he did a nice job. We were able to move the ball. And then for a bunch of reasons, we weren't in the second half, but I would put a lot of that on me.
Getting back to Baker for a second, Coach, he considered that to be his worst game out of the 5 that he's played so far. Did you see it that way? And, what are some of the things that you saw on tape that he can do better?
Well, I like that he's hard on himself. He wants to be great, and I think he's doing some really nice things. For us, it always comes back to the turnover margin, and nobody's more disappointed at the 2 interceptions than he is. I think we can learn from him. You don't like those interceptions to happen, obviously, but if you can learn from them and prevent them from happening in the future.
That is Kevin Stefanski. A tale of 2 halves. I didn't notice it as the games are going on, but apparently there's a big discrepancy between first half and second half. In the first half of games, he has completed 67 of 101. Second half, 26 of 51. Completions, 66% versus 55. And yards, 745 versus 231. I don't know what we make of that. Touchdowns, 8 in the first half for Baker Mayfield, just 1 in the second half. Interceptions, 1 and 3. But did you notice that as a problem? Heavy in the second half, better in the first half than the second half?
No, I was surprised to see those numbers, Les. I think in some cases when you have teams that are winning teams, there's always less production from the quarterback in the second half if he has a good running game.
Well, he's just running out the clock?
It's a little part of it, yeah, but he knows. I mean, the one thing that he didn't do as a rookie when he came into for those 5 weeks is he got rid of the ball quick, and he didn't throw. He was so accurate that balls weren't sailing on him. I still don't understand exactly what's happened in that regard because, he's so pinpoint on some of the throws, especially when he's moving, running out of the pocket, and other times when it looks like he's planning, the ball sails on him. So, they'll have a lot of time to work that out, and maybe he'll even have some time in some games coming up where he doesn't have to force balls late in games because they'll have a lead and their running game is going to be good.
Somebody sent me an email today saying that when he runs to his left, even with the line of scrimmage, that's when he doesn't have the control of it that he might have otherwise. That yeah. I've noticed a little bit, but not as blatant as some of those numbers on the first half, second half.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think that's an issue for a lot of right-handed quarterbacks moving left. Although I think he did that when he made the one throw to Beckham that Beckham juggled and caught on the way down. So he's capable of making good throws that way. And I was asked by somebody today if I thought that in the end we're going to look back on his career and say that he was an average quarterback. And I really think I contested that. I think I don't know if he's going to be a top 5 guy. Who knows? But I think he's going to be better than average. And I know that's not the ceiling or that's not the expectation for a number 1 overall pick to be better than average. But I believe that there's still more there, and he's got a lot of those intangible things and to go with a really good, strong arm. So I think he's their guy, and I think he'll prove it during this season.